everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be discussing the new Netflix movie, Voicemails for Isabelle. So let's get into it. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was super cute. I was slightly bored at the very beginning because I didn't really know what was going to happen, but as the movie progressed, it got really good. I didn't really like how quick the pace was from when Wes was getting the voicemails to him then going to San Francisco. I wish we got longer scenes of him listening to the voicemails because it was really hard for me to believe, like, after 3 voicemails that they shown, that, like, he went to San Francisco. And I was like, oh man, I wish we got a little bit more of a build-up, and we didn't get that, so it was kind of hard to understand, like, his perspective. But once she found out at the wedding about Wes, I didn't really look at it as she, like, needs him. I thought he genuinely really liked her. But then I thought about it and I was thinking, oh, maybe he feels that he needs to be, I don't want to say, like, replacing Isabelle, but to at least be that outlet for her. And so I was just like, oh, okay, now I can understand where she was just like, I don't need you to come here and, you know, make my wishes come true. And so I didn't really look at it that way until she said something. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it does kind of seem like he's going there. Even the part with the picnic bench, with the with him sitting on the bench, and then the food that she was into that he also liked. And I was just like, oh, okay, now it's kind of coming together. Because when he was telling his friends about it, and he's like, they are like, you need to tell her. And I thought he was going to tell her when he's, like, contemplating in the bathroom. I mean, he ends up saying something that night, but she's sleeping. And so I didn't expect her to find out on her own about what Wes was doing at that wedding. I was like, oh no. I was like, I didn't even expect that. I was thinking it was going to happen later, like his confession for it. But that didn't happen at all. It happened at the wedding. While they were getting to know each other for the 2 weeks that Wes was there, I absolutely loved the scene where they're on the tour bus, the Giggles or Wiggles or something, whatever it was called. And he took over, and when he was done, he went outside, and she came out, and she initiated the kiss. I was like, oh my gosh, that's, like, so good. It reminds me of that other movie that was a rom-com that came out where they were trying to make everything like a movie. Oh, I can't remember what the name of it was. And they were doing, like, different cliche stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's, like, very much a movie moment where someone does a grand gesture and then they follow, and, you know, there's, like, a kiss. Like, it happens kind of at the end too, where they're running on New Year's Eve trying to find each other, and then they, you know, end with a kiss. So there were, like, different, I guess, like, stereotypes of things that you would see in a rom-com, like, in this movie, which was, like, really cool to see, because I just thought, like, the story, I don't know if it's necessarily original, but we don't really see, like, stories like this one. And I just liked it. It was so cute. It had some, like, really good moments of, like, learning or, like, lessons. I really liked what he said at the wedding, where sometimes life is, like, rigged for us. And I thought that was really cool, because sometimes we can't really explain, like, miracles, or we can't really explain coincidences. It just, like, things just happen. Like, fate just happens. You never know when and where you're going to meet someone. And so I thought that was true within this story, or at least that's what they, you know, wrote it as. I also like when he went back to her at the end. He's like, I know you don't need a man, but I need you. And I was just like, oh, that's so true, because while I was watching the movie, I knew that she probably didn't need Wes. He was just probably there, you know, for, like, part of her journey and wherever it's going to land her in healing from her sister's death. I think for Wes, she's going through something with her sister and grieving the death of her that maybe he hasn't fully healed from the death of his mother when he was a kid. And so I don't know if he finds comfort in her where she can relate, or where she can relate to him in terms of losing someone at a young age. And so I really liked that moment where he was just like, I know you probably don't need me, but it's like, I need you. I don't know. I just absolutely loved it. I think it was such a full circle moment for his particular story. And it wasn't like their relationship was toxic or anything. And, you know, they tried so hard to like work it out or anything like that. It was just like a revelation and being open and transparent about his feelings. And that just happened to be the ending of the movie. Oh my gosh. Also too, all the Robin songs. I absolutely loved it. I loved the bond between the sisters, because sometimes when you have siblings, you have this unique bond that no one else really has, and you have your inside jokes and the cool things that you bond over. So I really liked how they bond over Robin and, you know, creating food in the kitchen, whether like just throwing random ingredients together and just having fun as sisters. And I think that's so cool. And I liked how that was throughout the entire movie. Like, even though she's no longer there, she still acknowledges things that are happening in life that remind her of her sister. And even though she's not physically there, she still enjoys those moments as if she were there. And I think that's so cool. Like, even when she was in the truck and she was struggling with food, Show Me Love by Robin was playing. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like kind of fitting for that particular moment. It's just like, show me love, show me life. And how can I, you know, get through to this? And it was kind of like a song that maybe her thought process in terms of thinking of her sister is like, show me what to do. Like, show me that you're here. And so I loved, especially I just loved all the, like, the Robin stuff. I think that's basically it. I really enjoyed the movie. Like I said, it got better as it progressed, because at the beginning it was just like, oh, I was like, the writing, like, wasn't the best. I was a little confused. But there were just so many moments where I was just laughing so hard, because Jill is such a, like, a crazy, kooky character. I'm like, and she just, as Wes says, she has no filter, which is just great, because she's just, you know, just free-spirited and just who she is. And so with the British guy, oh my gosh, that scene was so hilarious. After he left, she decides to leave a voicemail, and he walks into her, like, doing this whole, like, act. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. And Wes is on the other line. He's like, I gotta see what happens with this. And it was just, that was one of the moments where I was just laughing so hard. And I like Zoe Deutsch and Nick Robinson. I've seen them both in other things. And she does really good at comedy. And I can't wait to see, like, more of the stuff that she does in the future. That's it for our review on Voicemails for Isabelle. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.